but at least.
Yeah, I totally get the initiative behind the BSAP, you call it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like as a good host, I always have to ask the counterpoint, right?
Sure.
And I feel like someone watching this, or maybe someone might be thinking to themselves, maybe when they read about the BSAP, thinking to themselves, okay, this is all well and all, but it's not fair that I have to work hard. You know, let's say I'm not a non-black person, let's say whatever race I am, whatever gender, whatever. It's not fair that I have to work hard in medical school. I have to work hard to get to medical school. I have to study hard too. I have to go through all these things. Why do you get an easier route than I do?
Okay, well, that is the common misconception. So for those individuals that really think that it's necessarily an easier route, I would really challenge them to really analyze it on a global scale. So what BSAP is truly an equalizer. You know, the fact that there are so few black medical students is not a reflection of black students not trying hard enough to get in. That's not what it's about. It's the fact that there are systemic barriers that preclude and discriminate against black students from a very young age, and I'm talking preschool, that alters the trajectory of their professional lives and really leads them away from careers in the STEM fields. So as young as 5, 6, 7 years old, black children are disproportionately more likely to get labeled as having behavioral problems, more likely to be more harshly reprimanded for the same behavioral missteps as their non-black counterparts, so more likely to be expelled or suspended for lesser offenses. They're more likely to be streamed into educational streams that are below their capability. They're less likely to be exposed to individuals who can assist them and provide mentorship to them throughout medicine. So for those people who necessarily have had to work hard, I would ask them to challenge themselves. What set of privileges have been provided to you that have made your journey easier? Mm-hmm. And it's hard for people to look back and acknowledge their privilege. It's really hard for them. Privilege. But it's important to check your privilege, because I'd say a good chunk of my class have parents who are physicians or who have close family members who are physicians. If you do not have insight into the medical school process, if you do not have social capital, if you do not have financial capital, you are disproportionately more likely to not even have exposure or even be successful in applying to medical school. Mm-hmm. So if you look at all the barriers that are in place statistically for black people, this is not an easier stream. This is an equalizer. And they should just be grateful that they didn't have to go through the barriers that the average black person has to go through to even get into medicine. So I would just say, check your privilege, see what's there, see what's been provided to you. You know, I was competing against people who had research from high school. I didn't even know research was necessary until my 3rd year of university. So I'm competing against people who knew exactly how to get into medical school from the time they were 14. Because their parents are doctors and all their friends are usually affiliated in some way or another with people who have family members in medicine. So they have those alignments. That is not commonplace in the black community. It's just not. And that's why you see less than 1% of Ontario doctors are black physicians. Why is that? Is that because black people aren't smart enough? Is it that we're not trying? No, we are trying. It's just that we were not provided the same privileges, the same leverages that other non-black individuals are statistically more likely to have been provided.
Wow.
So that's my answer to that.
And that's facts by Chika Oriua.